औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली अल्लाहुम्मा अफ़्तह अलैना हिकमतका वंशुर रहमतक या ज़ल जलाली वल इकराम अल्लाहुम्मा इन्नी असअलुका इल्मन नाफ़िअन व अमलन मुतक़ब्बलन व रिज़्क़न तय्यिबा अल्लाहुम्मा अफ़िनी फ़ी बदनी अल्लाहुम्मा अफ़िनी फ़ी समई अल्लाहुम्मा अफ़िनी फ़ी बसरी ला इलाहा इल्ला अंता सुब्हानका इन्नी कुन्तु मिनज़ ज़ालिमीन. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Okay, today we are going to learn that here is paper 2 O level computer science IGCSE algorithm design and problem solving, and we have done till here how to write programming statements, programming techniques like input devices like input, output, variables, constants, conditional statement, if statement. We will discuss later on how to use conditional statements effectively and along with the loops and with proper commands. These all are what programming techniques, and then we will explore list arrays, which is the important topic, 1D array and 2D array of after this paper 2 computer science 2210. So let's take a start with the real life example, that how to write pseudocode using geometrical shapes. We are going to create a link between programming and the computer subjects. So let's take a start. So here we have this example over here, algorithm is what steps to find the problem. We will write different steps to find the solution of the well-defined problem. So on here on the right side we have the well-defined problems over here. For example, formula of some basic shapes. So here is the rectangle. We will calculate the area of rectangle and the perimeters. I have provided here the formula so that we will make sense of it, and then we will generate its pseudocode here one by one, and then later on we'll calculate the perimeter of rectangle and the other shapes as well. So let's take a start. So we have started here this one. Here it is. So now we are going to write the pseudocode, how to calculate the area of rectangle first with the help of pseudocode. So here is what this is called, height, and this is the base, and we know the formula is written over here. Height multiply base, you will get what? Breadth and height. We can say that our length and height, we can multiply length into height, we can get the area. So let's use algorithm. I'm going to write pseudocode over here. First of all, the important thing is programming technique. You can scare your scenario based question out of 9 marks with the help of these programs. Okay, fine, just let me, so actually I'm using the presentation, that's why. So let me share my entire screen so that you will see entire screen. Now is it visible? No, I have shared my entire screen. When it will be visible at your end, then let me know. Is it visible?
It is visible, sir.
Okay, now let's take a start. Good. Okay, now first of all we are going to write the algorithm which will help us to calculate the area of the rectangle with the help of this formula and the perimeter later on. So let's take a start. This is one of the very important technique which is known as the commands. So that's how with these double slash you can write a command, and I will write here what I'm going to do. I'm going to calculate the area of a rectangle. Okay, so for this, first we will take input from user, and we will ask user, please enter the height and the breadth of the rectangle so that we can calculate the area. So it's very easy. All keywords we can use in capital letters, like is a very important programming technique, and then we will use these double quotation, and whatever you will type within double quotation, it will print as it is on the screen as a message. Okay, so we can use even single quote as well. So let's start. Enter. Height of then put is equal to sign in a straight line, and now after that I will put here a comma here. After this double quotation we will put this comma, and it is known as separator. It will separate the variable. This is called string, this is called string, and we are going to separate this with the variable. I'm going to give a meaningful variable name. I'm going to write here height, this height, this one, this height. Okay, so this is my meaningful variable name. Whatever user will enter, it will be directly stored to this height. Now I'm going to do a smart work. I'm going to copy this statement, and then I'm going to do what I just write over here, and just I will make few changes over here. Please enter now. The okay, length of rectangle. So just to give a name over here, variable, meaningful variable. Variable is a storage in which you can store the data, and later on you can apply different operation on it. Length, that's it. So now another variable I'm going to introduce, which is called area underscore of underscore, let's say a rectangle. Now I'm going to use this arrow. This arrow is used as a is equal to sign, which is as an assignment operator. But whatever operation we will perform on the right side, it will be assigned later on to the left side in this variable. So let's multiply height. This static is used to use here the cross or x for multiplication. So now next one is length calculated. Area of rectangle is calculated with the help of this formula very easily using these programming statements. Commands is a programming technique, input is a programming technique, and then variable, defining meaningful variable is a programming technique. Now I'm going to do what? I'm going to just display this result on the output screen. Now display the result. Very easy. Just use a keyword out. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay, Ji, here we are. We have done the calculated the area of rectangle and the perimeter of the rectangle. So I got here the student responses as well. So let's check that. Here are the student responses. Okay, in this question, my student she has used the different programming technique. Okay, now let's check that. Calculate the perimeter of a triangle. It's rectangle here. Okay, it's a rectangle. Okay, input, enter the length. Length is there. Find one programming technique. So command is there. Inputs are there. They are storing in a meaningful variable name. Find, then calculating the perimeter of the rectangle. Find using this arrow as assignment operator. After processing this data, it will be assigned to this variable. But look here, there is a mistake here. You cannot give spaces between these in the variable name. Here you are using three words: perimeter of rectangle. So you need to, if you want to give spaces, so you need to use underscore. This is the rule for declaring variable. So now next, display result. Okay, fine, this is a command. Next, output, you are using capital letter keywords. Fine, perimeter of rectangle is equal to perimeter. So here is another mistake, because this is undefined variable. So you need to use this, because you are storing this data after processing in this variable. So you need to assign this variable, write this variable over here. So rest is fine, good, well done, great job. Okay, now I have the another response of my student over here. So it's what comments are missing here. According to IGCSE, when they will check your paper, they will check the programming technique first. If you want to secure your 9 marks, so first you need to check the comments are there. No, sorry, in the whole code there is no comment without logic. So comment is not there. Okay, variable, meaningful variable, this is one of programming technique she's using. Okay, good, excellent, you will get 1 marks. You are storing data in these variables, fine, you will get marks for that. Okay, then output you are using, okay, fine, 3 marks you will get. Now there is a problem with this pseudocode. Look here, in pseudocode you cannot use this is equal to sign. You have to use here arrow. Is equal to sign mean comparison operator. You are comparing these two values when it comes to logical. But let's say let's ignore this. I have identify this error, so we will deduct 1 marks, but we will not deduct over here again and again. Okay, for the same mistake. So rest is fine. So she has to put the proper commands over it, which give you a complete sense that what is the purpose of this code. So write command. Okay, now heading towards the next part, and next part is very interesting. I'm going to do what um, now. What if I want to calculate this area of rectangle and the perimeter again and again. So now earlier we have learned loops. There are three types of loops: count condition loop, then post condition loop, and the pre-condition loop. So I'm now here. I'm going to apply count condition loop. So I need to create a copy. So Control D, duplicate. So here is the duplicate copy. Now I'm going to apply. I'm going to write command here. Now let's convert. Okay, now let's use calculate area of rectangle. Let's say 5 times. Let's use loop to instruction 5 times. These same instruction repeat is 5 times. Obviously using pseudocode. Okay, so instruction is written here. I'm going to just make some changes over here. So here I will write what a for keyword, and now I'm going to use a variable name count. Then the counter will start from 1 to, I'm going to write here, let's say write 5. Okay, now let's give one indentation spaces over here, because one tab space over here, one tab space over here, one tab space over here, and one tab space over here, one tab space over here. Now it will look like the part of this for loop. Okay, and now what else? Ignore these arrows, these indications. So let's just remove this none. Look better. Okay, let me use this paragraph none. Okay, now it's the part of this now part of the for loop. Now I want to repeat that this instruction 5 times. So here I will end my loop here. Next is a keyword. Uh, Next, I want to do increment using a counter in this variable, so that it will take instructions again to store to display to calculate the area of rectangle for several values again and again. So just write here next count. That's it. Next count. Okay, now here should become over here. Before that, okay, it is not going there. Okay, one tab space here. It's not moving back. Okay, now let me copy this. If plan A is not working, go for plan B. Control X. Okay, now I'm going to use here outside a text box here. Oh, good. Right click and edit. Now I'm going to write next. Next what? Count. Because we have this counter variable at the top. So that's how you can end this loop. Now your code is ready. Now these instruction user can again and again enter the height and the length of the rectangle, and then you will calculate and you can get this result how many times? 5 times. So this is called count condition loop. Any question beta related to this? What if you want to calculate the triangle area of triangle or the perimeter of the triangle? You need to use all these formulas. So in this case, look here, pi r square. Instead of this pi value, you have to declare what? Let me use here a constant variable. Look here, for this specific, if you want to calculate the area of this circle, so you will calculate like that. You need to type const underscore pi. Okay, then we will use this assignment operator arrow. Now I will assign value 3.14, which is the value of this pi. Now you have to use this variable. Then later on you need to multiply with the radius. What is radius? This is radius r square. You need to multiply this r 2 times, then you will get the radius. Or you can use the power symbol as well. It's up to you. Okay, that how you will calculate the r square. Okay, so if there is no question, then we will go ahead.